Hello friends, good afternoon all of you. Okay, and see that the time of our lecture actually it was at 1:45, but because of some adjustment, we are going to begin right now, and after that there will be next lecture. Okay, so with this I would like to see that the attendance. So I think that today only 25 students are connected. So out of that I can see only 33% attendance is here. Meanwhile, all you people just see that students, after waiting for 5 minutes, also have not joined. You can ask your friends to join them. Meanwhile, and uh, let me know, Akanksha Ingre, are you from that second year student? Akanksha Ingre. If it is audible to you, Akanksha, you just reply. And someone call Bhagyashri Kundare also. If you know Bhagyashri Kundare, 812, just call her. Bhagyashri, is it audible to you? Because she's connected, but she has not just activated her mic. So probably voice is not reaching to her. So if someone knows Bhagyashri, call her and tell to join with audio as well. Okay. So let it be with this. We will continue. Whatever the students are joined with them, we'll just continue. Okay. So maybe that you probably feel that the festival Diwali is approaching. Maybe it is uh, going to be celebrated, but still you people attending the class. So some students may have feeling that, but you have to remember that those people who work hard, success awaits for them. So don't think because every year that festivals will be there, but opportunity or the time which is crucial today or in your, let's say, student phase, that time will not be there. You may enjoy next year, next year, next year. Every year there will be celebration, there will be festivals, but every year you cannot be students. Right now you are students, but maybe let's say after 3 years you are no longer a student. You may be just working with someone, some organizations, employers, contractors, government servants, and so many other people are here with you. So just stay focused, set your priorities, that what you want to achieve in your life, and try to focus on it. Don't waste your energy, don't waste your time, and don't think of others that they are not joining, so why should we join, and something like this. So don't compare yourself with others. You are unique, and you have potential, you have caliber, you have ability. So just try to prove with all those things. Okay, so just a kind of thought which will motivate you, because always uh, you people need some motivation. So always stay motivated also. So try to find out which things motivate you, and accordingly just follow those things. But don't forget your goal, always it should be in front of your eyes. Okay, so with this we will just continue. In previous session we people have done with adjectives. Okay, so in today's session I would like to begin with adverb. Okay, so uh, let's continue. So I will share the screen and we'll just continue. So someone just let me know, is voice audible, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mansi. And with this, okay, okay, someone is asking college have to form a Palak Shikshak Sangh committee academic year 21-2022. Okay, and what is this? Mayuri, okay, I will explain. Usually a kind of committee. Okay, so in that your parents will be there in that committee. So that name can suggest Palak Shikshak Sangha. So Palak will be someone from your parents. If your parents are interested or you feel that your parents should be there in this committee, in that case, you can nominate name of your parent. It is not for students, okay? You're not going to give your names, but your parents. And that committee will be effective for this year, 21-22. And in that, what kind of activities will be? Activities will like that if any problems are there from student side or any activities from teacher side, so they are going to have collaboration, they are going to discuss something. So in that case, you can just recommend names of your parents. Ask your parents first that there is a kind of a पालक शिक्षक संघ, मराठीत सांगू का, एक पालक शिक्षक संघ म्हणून कमिटी असणार आहे. त्या कमिटीमध्ये तुमचे पालक असणार आहेत आणि शिक्षक असणार आहेत. एक मे बी 8 to 10 मेंबर्स असू शकतात या कमिटीमध्ये. आणि मग जे काही कॉलेज आणि तुमचा अभ्यास आणि तुमच्या जे काही टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस असेल त्या संदर्भातल्या काही तक्रारी, अडचणी किंवा इतर काही गोष्टी असतील त्या संदर्भामध्ये त्यामध्ये मीटिंग्स वगैरे होऊ शकतील किंवा चर्चा वगैरे होऊ शकते. इज इट क्लिअर? मयुरी? Okay, fine. So let's continue with adverb. So you people can suggest names of your parents in that case. Pay attention to the screen. Adverb. So after learning adjectives, we people are going to talk about adverb. So in that, one verb is hidden. Which verb is hidden? Verb is hidden. Okay. I think that we are not done with verb, but let's try. Verb is some showing action. Okay. So adverb, it suggests or it is the word which tells more information about verb, or in short we will call it the word which modifies. Okay, modify means to just give additional information or to just change its meaning as well. Okay, so or give additional or describe verb. In short, word which describes verb is called adverb. But here we people need to understand that adverb is a word which modifies or describes not only just verb, that it can modify a verb, an adjective also, okay, or another adverb. Okay. So modify means here that it can be just telling more information or it can be describing, or in that way you people need to understand. So it can be describing a verb, it can be telling more information about adjective, or it can be another adverb also. So that is adverb. So this is just for your understanding. Okay. If you're clear with this, that like adjectives are the words which tell more information about the noun. Adverbs are the words which tells usually with verb, but it cannot be always verb. It can be adjective and adverb also, which tells more information about verb that we people need to understand. With this, we'll go to the next slide and we'll try to see what are the types of adverbs. You people are able to see it on the screen. It says adverb of time. So the word time suggests that all the words which are related to time, and if they are just talking about action, in that case, those will be called adverbs of time. You people can read here the some examples which are listed here. They're like now, then, before, since, ago, already, soon, presently, immediately, early, late, afterwards, yesterday, today, tomorrow, lately, formerly, and many more. You'll find that there are other examples also which can be adverbs of time. Okay, and how you people can identify that in given sentence a particular word is adverb of time or not, you have to ask the question with when. Okay, and if you get the answer, that answer will be what? That answer will be adverbs of time. Okay, how? You can see from this example, she came yesterday. So here that yesterday is adverb of time. How? Let's try to form a question. If we are going to make a question with when, it will be like this. When did she come? Okay. And you're getting answer here. She came yesterday. So yesterday is adverb of time like this. You people can see. The next examples are also here. Let's say it is raining now. Okay, so now is a word which is referring to what? It is referring to time. So therefore, so people can begin or ask a question. When is it raining? You will get answer now. And so now is adverb of time. Next is presently I am learning in Sweden. So you'll come to know the word presently is related with time, and you can ask when am I learning in Sweden? Presently. It is similar to currently. Okay. The next is tomorrow I will complete my studies. When will I complete my studies? Tomorrow. So tomorrow is adverb of time. I hope that this is simple and all you people will get it. If you are not getting it, in that case, you just ask questions. You can unmute and speak, or you can just ask me into chat box as well. Okay. Then we'll go to the next slide to find out next type of adverb, and that next type is adverbs of place. So the word place suggests that there are certain words which are related with place, like this: here, there, in, out, above, below, inside, under, outside, near, everywhere, up, down, backward, and many other. In this case, you need to understand that in, out, above, below, they are prepositions also, and they can be used adverbs of place as well. Okay, try to understand, because in is preposition, or this inside, under, and outside, they are also prepositions, but they can be used as adverbs of place also. For example, the bag is outside. Okay, in this case, this outside is adverb of place, and if you're going to add any other noun after outside, then it is going to become preposition. Okay, so you can say if I say he is inside or in. Okay, so in that case, if I'm going to add any noun in the class, so here this in, it becomes preposition and it is not adverb here. So that word can be changed as per their role or function in the sentence. So you need to understand it. Let's see some examples given here. And question, you can ask a question to the verb with where, and if you're getting answer, that answer is going to be adverbs of place. Okay, so she came here. So here is a word which is related with place, and you can ask the question, where did she come? So your question can be like this: where did she come? So she came here. Similar, it is raining outside. So people can understand the word outside shows place. And you can ask, where is it raining? Presently, I am near Sweden. In this sentence, which is adverb of place, will tell me. Presently, I am near Sweden College. Adverb of place, which is adverb of place in this sentence. Or there is no adverb of place. If it is, if you are able to identify, just tell me. Ask the question where, and if you're getting answer, then you just tell me it. All of you right now, 35 students have joined so far. So is there any adverb of place in this sentence? If it is, you have to find it out and you have to tell it to me, and just try to find it out. No one is able to identify, or you are not able to understand. If you are not understanding, you just tell me. Okay. All right. So we'll just try to understand. First of all, adverb. So there are two adverbs in this sentence. Okay. Mansi and Mayuri. Well, we'll just try to explain it. So there are two adverbs. First is presently. Okay. And then there is near. So out of these, we'll come to know presently we people have discussed it in adverb of time. Okay. And near shows plus. It is plus. So therefore, this is called adverb of plus. So where am I currently? Near Sweri College. So near will show that it is adverb of plus. Then next is in next sentence, I can complete my studies everywhere. In this sentence, the word everywhere suggests a place. In fact, it is not an exact place, but it is related to place. So therefore, everywhere is adverb plus. So Mayuri, I hope that you got it, and Mansi, you are also right with your word. With this, let's go to the next slide, and on next slide we people have next type, that is adverb of frequency. So what do you understand from frequency? Frequency tells us that how many times a particular action is done, how many times a particular uh, thing happens. Okay, so therefore that is called frequency. So words will explain you, or examples will explain you. Here it's once. If something is happening, how many times? It is once. It can be twice, thrice, again, seldom. If you don't know the meaning of seldom, you just try to find it out and tell me. I'm going to ask you afterwards. Seldom, never, sometimes, always, often, frequently, annually, hourly, and there are other examples also. Okay, so these words, they talk about the frequency a particular action happens, how many times or how often. You will get a WH word here, that is how often a particular action happens. Okay, so seldom means rarely. That you need to understand meaning of seldom. You can see the examples given here. The examples are, she comes here once in a week. So how often? How many times? Once. So once is adverb of frequency. It rains sometimes in Pandharpur in winter. So here you'll get sometimes. How often? Sometimes. How many times? Sometimes. Okay. The next sentence, I always visit the Vittal temple. So here also you get the word always shows the frequency. Okay. And here is the last one. He came again. So again shows frequency. The words like this, which are related to frequency, can be used in this way. Okay. Then let's go to the next slide. And on next slide, we people are getting next type, and that type is adverbs of manner. So from that word, we understand what it could be. So usually we ask someone, do you have some manners? So manners means how a particular action done. Okay, that is manner. So here you people will understand that most of the adverbs, they are with ly suffix. If you can see that a particular adjective and you are adding ly to that, in that case it is going to become adverb of manner. For example, we'll take example of happy. Okay, so happy is adjective. How you can make it adverb now from happy? You need to add ly. How you are going to add it? it is going to become happy. So in this case, happy is adjective and we can make it happily, and it is adverb of manner. For example, in sentence I will give the story ended happy. Okay, like this. So we'll see most of the times ly suffix is used here. So people can see examples given here. This is beautifully. Okay, so beautifully is adverb. You need to understand beauty, that there are four words, classes of that word we people can discuss here. So people have to tell me. I'm going to give this, you people just tell me their class. Okay, beauty, beautify, beautiful, and beautiful. You tell me, beauty is what? We people are discussing here. Beautifully is an adverb. Okay, so tell me what is beautiful. What is it? Noun, verb, adjective, or what? Hmm? Speak it up. What do you understand from these four words? Or I will explain that four words are of four different categories. So you tell me which is noun, which is verb, which is adjective, and which is adverb. Already people have come with adverb. So remaining three. If it is audible, you just try to reply. So we're talking about beautiful. Okay. So beautiful is adjective. Then what is beautify?
Verb.
Yes. Beautify is verb. And then what is this beauty?
Noun.
So you should know, because if you're able to just switch between vocabulary, if you're able to use the same word, which is beauty, you can use that as a noun, you can use it as a verb, you can use it as an adjective or adverb. In that case, you will be able to make different sentences in your oral speech or in your written communication as well. You will be able to use, because here I know only one word and its meaning, that is okay. Usually we people are familiar with beautiful, so I know only one adjective, that is beautiful, and I know its meaning as well. But as per requirement of my communication, I can modify this word, I can change it into verb, I can say beautify, I can use it as a beauty, I can use it as a as an adverb as well. Okay, so therefore you need to understand this way also, you can just change the words. Okay, so just pay attention to the examples given here. Beautifully, then here is sadly. So sad is an adjective, sadly is an adverb. Happily, already I have just given example also. Badly, so bad is an adjective, badly is an adverb. Slow is adverb, slowly becomes adverb. Slow is adjective, slowly becomes adverb. Accident is noun, accidental is adjective, accidentally is an adverb. Anger is noun, angrily adverb. Anxiously adverb. Awkwardly, blindly, boldly, bravely, brightly, calmly, carefully, carelessly, cautiously, cheerfully, and many more. You people can find it out, because I have given you a way how you can change any particular word into adjective or adverb. So you can find out one word and you just try to change it into adjective, or you can try to change it into adverb as well. Okay. So you can ask a question with how, or in what manner. If you're getting answer, that answer is going to be adverb of manner. Okay, so see how she walks slowly. So here we people can make a question, how does she walk? You're getting answer slowly. So slowly is an adverb, or you can also say like this, in what manner does she walk? Okay, so here slowly is an adverb. The next we people are having here, he fought bravely. So brave is an adjective, we made it bravely. It ended badly. Okay, so you people just try to understand this also. I hope that we are just getting it clear. If you are having difficulties, you just try to tell me. Here it is ended. Okay, N is missing. Then let's go to the next slide, and that next slide is talking about adverbs of degree. Okay, so in this case, we'll just talk about uh, degree of proportion. You can just try to consider. It says very, much, too, quite, almost, little, rather, half, partly, wholly. Okay, and question can be how much. See, she was too tired. So two shows degree, or it shows how much she's tired. Okay, so in that case you can understand she was too tired. It was half completed. How much? Half completed. It is almost finished. How much finished? Almost finished. This is quite difficult. How much difficult? Quite difficult. Okay, so therefore these are all called adverbs of degree as well. Okay. And then these are few types that we people have discussed. Based on that, you people are going to see here that there are some errors in the use of adverbs. If you are able to point it out, you have to answer me. And first of all, you people have to see the sentence. The sentence is, she ran away fastly. So do you feel the sentence is not okay in terms of adverbs? Okay, and if you're able to identify, if you're able to find it out, just try to correct it. So I will be waiting for 1 minute, and in that 1 minute you just try to tell me. First of all, tell me which is adverb in this sentence. Yes, Ankita, do you want to say something? Which is adverb?
Ran.
Ran. So ran is verb. Run means it shows an action. So it is not an adverb. Yes. Mansi. Adverb we people got, that is fastly. Okay. Now tell me what is wrong with this and how we are going to correct it. Yes, Mayuri. Now correct it. The sentence is having an error. Simply think like this. You're expected to correct it. Do you feel that there is an error? And if it is, how? Or you are not able to find it out. Do you feel she ran away fastly? Is it like this? You are not able to unmute yourself? It's not like that, Harshada. I think that it may be problem with you only. Others can unmute and speak. So you just try to unmute and speak. You can see, check, Harshada. Yes, Pooja just unmuted and she spoke. Pooja, do you like to say something? Okay, fine. If you're not able to identify,
She
yes,
ran away fast.
She ran away fast. Okay. So you mean to just remove ly? All right. Any other? All right. Mansi is right with her explanation that she ran away fast. Why? Why it is correct? Because you need to understand, in previous slide only I have told you just adding ly makes adverb. So here you may think that fast is an adjective, and by adding ly you are going to make it adverb. If you're thinking like this, in this case you are wrong here. You need to understand that fast is used as an adjective as well as it is used as an adverb. Okay. So in this case, you people have to understand that you're not going to use fastly. So she ran away fast. That is going to be the correct sentence. And remember, you are not going to use fastly anywhere. Okay. So she ran away fast. It will be correct sentence. And fast is adverb here. Remember, if you are getting sentence like that, she ran away fast. What is fast here? Fast is an adverb. Okay. And let's go to the next sentence. It says, please kindly help me in my work. So what is wrong with this sentence? If you're able to find it out, and see, errors are in terms of adverbs. So don't go for any other words. Please kindly help me in my work. Or you're not able to identify? So here, if you're able to read it, please and kindly, what do you find it? How are these words? Please and kindly.
Both same meaning.
Yes, both same meaning. So in that case, you cannot just use them. You can either use please or kindly. Kindly help me in my work. Or you can say, please help me in my work. Okay. So here you can use oblique. Here oblique means that you have to use only one. I have used here oblique, but meaning of this that kindly help me in my work or please help me in my work. This way you have to correct. The next sentence, he is working very hardly. And you people have to tell me what is wrong with this sentence. Okay. So meanwhile, you just come with your answer.
He is working very hard.
Okay, yes, just wait for 1 minute. I will be back. After 1 minute, I will be back. Okay, so you're right. All you people need to pay attention here that he's working very hardly. So you just try to get the meaning of both. I'll write another correct sentence also here, or will just get the answer only. The sentences, he's working very hard. So now tell me difference between these two sentences. He's working very hardly and he's working very hard. What is difference?
Compound adjective after the noun.
Hardly and hard,
Hardly means rarely or very often.
or almost not at all. Hardly means not at all. He's working not at all, and here he is working very hard. It shows that you're taking effort, you are just concentrated, you are just maybe with determination you're working. In that case, see, hard and hardly words are rare, and hard is again here you people need to understand that is adverb, and you should not consider hard is adjective and hardly is an adverb. So that will make mistake or that may confuse you. Okay. Then next is the old man lived miserly. So problem is with miserly. How you can correct it? You can check in dictionary what is miserly, whether it is adverb or adjective, and then you just correct it. What is it? Is it an adjective or adverb? Miserly. Okay, it's an adjective. Okay, so though it is ly, you may be confused because there is ly suffix, so you may confuse that miserly is an adverb, but it is adjective, and we people need to use it in different way. Yes, yes, Harshada, you're getting it in a miserly way. Okay, or miserable way also. So you people need to use it like this because miserly is an adjective, so therefore you're using noun manner afterwards it. All right. Then next is my father returned lately. So what should be it? How it should be?
Late.
Okay, Mansi. Here you have to think about this lately and late difference. Try to understand difference. Late, it means little bit time, and lately means just like recently. So therefore you shouldn't use lately, but you need to use late. So correct will be late. My father returned late. The next is she is too beautiful. Here what does to indicate? You might have seen the sentences like this. From that, if you could get an idea. The bag is too heavy to carry. Yes, Harshada got it. So in this sentence, what do you understand? This bag is too heavy to carry. From this, if you could come to a conclusion, you'll get answer. This bag is too heavy. What does to indicate? It is in a negative sense. Okay, too indicates negative meaning. The bag is too heavy. So you can change. You might be having some grammar exercise like this. You have to use two sentences with so that, and the same sentence people can change like this, that the bag is so heavy that it cannot be carried. Okay, something like this. So here two is used in negative sense. So Yes, you are right. You can use it very beautiful. She is very beautiful, or so will be okay. She is so beautiful will also be okay. So this way people need to understand that to is used with negative meaning. Very or so will also okay. The next is, it says he is enough wise to understand the situation. So here adverb is enough and you have to correct it. How you can make it correct? He is enough wise to understand the situation. Here you have to just think about the place of adverb. The sentence is correct, but place is not okay. So how it should be placed?
He is wise enough.
Yes, you're right. He is wise enough. So first we people are using here adjective wise and then adverb enough. He is wise enough to understand the situation. Okay, so that's all for today. Here, in fact, we are going to close our session. In next session, maybe we will have some exercise based on adverbs, and we'll take next part as well. So we'll take attendance, and we will stop here because I have to start another class. So it may be overlapping for 5 to 10 minutes. So we are closing our session a bit earlier for 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll take attendance. So all of you just stay connected. Roll number 77, then roll number 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, 33, 35, 36, 42, 43, 46, 47, 48, then 52, 53, 55, 58, 59, 60, 61, 63, 65, 69, 71, 76, 18. So these are present numbers. So I will just announce absent numbers. Just check your number is not there. Roll number 2, 4, then 12, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 34, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 44, 45, 49, 50, 51, 54, 56, 57, 62, 64, 66, 67, 68, 70, 72, 73, and 75. Okay. So with this, we'll stop here. Thank you for joining today and do join for next session also. And if you have any questions, just please ask whenever. Maybe if you are not able to ask in the class, after class also, you people can feel free to ask the questions. So should we stop here? Should I end this meeting for all? Just reply yes, no, so that we'll just end it. So should I end this meeting? Is it audible? If it is audible, just let me know. Should I end this meeting from my side?
Yes, sir.